Hi, welcome back to Everyday Whiskey. I'm Mike.
And I'm Dan, and this week is another High West Distilling special. This one I have been waiting years to find.
Yeah, this
Finally,
is a special one.
Finally, High West has released their High Country American Single Malt outside of Utah, outside of the distillery, and it is now able to be purchased all across the country. So, Mike was on vacation last week. When I bought this, we skipped the episode last week. I don't think we could have found a better episode to kind of restart on.
No.
And I had the other day. I told Mike what I thought about it, but he hasn't had it yet. He's gonna try it first on camera right now.
Yep.
So basic specs you're gonna want from this whiskey are it's 88 proof, so 44% alcohol, and it is a blend of two separate single malts, a 2-year and a 9-year, and it's 100% malt.
Yeah.
That's
and you found out it's 100% made in Utah, correct? It's not sourced?
Yeah. So this is there's no MGP in this. It is
100% copper pot distilled malt whiskeys. 2-year, yeah.
Aged up in the Wasatch Mountains, a.k.a. Wasatch Mountains is technically the nickname of that is called the High Country. In Park City, Utah.
Flavor, founders, master distiller. It doesn't say anything about being sourced. That's good.
And they got a little quote by John Muir on the back here, which I always love that, which is, the mountains are calling and I must go. And much like Redwood Empire, did a bunch. They have they were directly tied in with the whole John Muir. I don't know where I was going with that,
Muir Woods, redwood trees. It's big out there, out in the west.
Enough of that. Let's try this shit.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Let's see. Now, is this an art series?
It's art. Yeah, this is the art series label.
So this is an art series. That's
the
why the label
awesome.
looks a little bit different compared to really all the other ones go.
They're back here above my head.
Oh, they're above your head. Okay, so yeah.
Well, that one doesn't count.
Get the rendezvous. So most of them, if you know High West, they all look like this. The art series, they go a little different and they make it colorful and look kind of cool.
And then you get something simple like the. This is for anybody who hasn't seen or you get their light whiskey, which actually has a picture of their distillery on it.
That one's really
of the
cool
original
too.
Distillery. But yeah, they get kind of creative with their labels and and obviously they always have a backstory. It's literally. I don't want to say it's my favorite distillery, but it's probably top 3 favorite distilleries.
Yeah, High West they're really good.
That and they're just cool. I don't know.
One tonight, so
let's just gotta go for it. And
enjoy that.
Got our nice bourbonware glass here. I just dumped that in there.
Wow. Yeah, bourbonware and High West glasses.
So yeah, if anybody wants some nice leather wrapped tumblers or shot glasses or coasters, bourbonware.com.
I'll put the link down in the description.
Put the link in the description. Homegrown company, Lexington, Kentucky.
And he has an Instagram too, right? Bourbonware on Instagram. All right, so I'll put the Instagram and the website link down there, so you guys can check it out. We are not sponsored by Bourbonware. He just sent us our very own glasses.
And these are sick.
And we definitely need to order more products, I think.
Yeah, I think you have the one that says bourbon on it, right?
Yeah, mine says bourbon.
And I got
yours has the eagle on it. Yep.
So
I like how it looks aged too, your leather.
I know,
it's breaking in. It's coming. It's real leather, so.
And you can wash it, and it's fine. It's super durable.
Yeah, I like how it's aging.
There you go. I love the nose on this. It's a little bit of pepper. You got some apricot. They don't have it here, but I get dark fruit.
I do too.
I get raspberries.
Yeah, I get a lot of dark jammy, kind of like jammy fruit. Plum, raspberry.
Yeah, I get dark fruit. They say apricots and marshmallow and walnuts, which I guess I get nuttiness. I can say nuttiness.
Nutty. I get more wheat, I think.
I get wheat for sure. But great nose. Yeah. Really nice. Nice and elegant nose. It's light, but still got a lot going on.
Got a lot of depth to it, and it doesn't burn.
Depth.
It's not a very strong,
No, yeah.
Not a lot of
exactly. It's not very boozy, which is nice. All right. Down the hatch. Let me turn my phone off. Oh, that's so good.
Wow.
It's so fucking.
You have one of these on reserve for me, right?
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, I told you. I didn't think you were not gonna buy it.
No, this is because this is limited, right?
Yeah, this is a limited release.
It's not gonna be core line.
Yeah, so High West has completely changed up their business model, and this is just something from my end of the business and Mike's too, because his company distributes it. It's actually his company's the one that distributed it to me.
Yep.
So.
And I didn't even know it was coming out.
He didn't know it was coming out. I just texted him about it. High West used to have a core lineup of American Prairie Bourbon, Double Rye, Campfire, and Rendezvous.
Yes, Campfire being my favorite.
All right, and then Mike, please correct me if I'm wrong on any part here. They are now transferring the Campfire and the Rendezvous are now going to be part of their annual releases.
Yes.
So they are now probably going to have the most annual releases on the market out of
I
anything.
think so.
You know, obviously besides like Sazerac and stuff like that. There's dozens.
Mm-hmm.
But so your Borai, Rendezvous, Campfire, High Country, and their Midwinter Night Dram. There's one more.
You said Bora. You said
The Yippie's discontinued.
Yippie's gone.
Yeah. So
it's done.
they're gonna be
unfortunately.
there's gonna be 5 limited releases, and this is gonna be one of them every year. Every February, this will come out, a new rendition.
I don't know the dates of the other ones, but I'm pretty sure they spaced them all. So like you only go like a month or two without a special release.
Yeah, which I love that too.
Around.
There's always something
that's
coming
cool.
out from these guys.
Yeah.
But this Mike and I have both had enough from this distillery. We've pretty much had everything they have ever put out within the last 3-4 years.
Phenomenal.
This is my favorite product.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that with all confidence for myself.
Do you have Campfire?
Yeah, it's back here.
Grab it. I gotta dig it out. Dig it out. I just need to because Campfire is my favorite.
Oh no, it's back here. We're good.
My Campfire is definitely my favorite because it's a blend of everything.
But this has a slight tinge of smoke, like a
Yeah.
slight. When I say slight, there may be a hint of like maybe a bonfire in the distance going on.
I just want to try them back to back because I like Campfire so
yeah.
much, but I'm really liking this one, and I just haven't had Campfire in a long time.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it.
But the reason I like Campfire is because it's a straight rye, straight bourbon, blended malt Scotch. So it's got everything going on in it.
And like High West, like is no, they have no like they don't hide the fact that they are heavily inspired by Scotch and like Scotch distilling.
Yeah.
Or Scottish distilling, and it reflects as far as when they do these like American single malt peated expressions. They're really well done. This is very intense though. Campfire, remember, is very intense. This smells like a Isla Scotch.
It does. I want to say they're like.
For me, this is.
I think they're just too different
I
to
think
have one over the other.
Like they're,
like the Campfire is such a unique product. It's kind of just in its own realm.
Category.
So like out of all of their regular bourbons and whiskeys, definitely the High Country by far.
Dude.
Campfire just stands by itself for me. So
You drink the Campfire and then go to this and kind of tastes like watermelon juice.
Okay.
It's like super fruity.
Well, probably because the Campfire is like.
Well, yeah, just
so
drink.
much shit.
Yeah, I know. That's all it is. You really can't compare the two. Like Mike said, it's two different
way
types of
too
whiskey.
different.
The
Way
only
too
thing in
different.
common is they're American single malt inspired.
Essentially, like, basically the best way to sum this up: if you don't like Scotch, you won't like Campfire. Let's just put it that way.
But however,
I love Scotch. So.
If you don't like Scotch, you will like High Country.
Yeah, exactly. They're too different to compare.
Like I said, I am sold on the fact that I will stand behind it. I think.
Oh yeah.
Right? It's like watermelon juice. It's fucking weird.
It's like that artificial watermelon flavor that you get. That's weird. How does that work?
But to me, there's so much flavor on the High Country, and there is just for like an inexperienced drinker, there's no kick.
No.
It's just
smooth.
All flavor. It's smooth. As much as we don't like saying that, and for as much as we don't like saying that, we say it a lot.
It's probably smoother than the Yippee Ki-Yay, honestly.
The Yippee, I really don't like the Yippee.
I don't like
that's
true. You don't like the vermouth.
Yeah.
I don't either, but the Yippee I don't mind. Like, they did it well.
Spazzed out when we were doing the vermouth episode.
No, that was the pre-made one. I think.
Oh yeah, that's what
that
it was.
The pre-made cocktail. Ooh, that one was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was the 36th vote.
Yeah, that was rough.
So in total, there's 12 bottles of High West that we have access to right here. But like I said, I've had probably a couple dozen different High West renditions, different versions of.
This is so good.
Midwinter, different version of Borai, different versions of Rendezvous and Double Rye. This is, to me, otherworldly good. It is very good.
It kind of tastes like like just an old rustic bar, like all the wood and like the smell of all the fresh wood furniture and bars. Like it's
got that little lacquer thing going on for it.
Barnyardy,
it's like a little that fresh lacquer note, which in like not a bad way. Like I'm not saying it smells like wood lacquer, but
it just tastes like. Once again, this is one of those bourbons that just tastes like how you would envision bourbon tasting. Like,
the one thing that this should stack up
good.
against, and not to lengthen this episode, is the lineage from Balcones.
Mm.
Because that's all Scottish. That's half Scottish barley, half American barley.
Yeah.
And it's a malt. It's American single malt style. But we're not gonna do that. It's gonna lengthen the episode. No. We might do that in the live. Possibly, we'll see. However, This is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. This is
This
phenomenal.
is really freaking good.
So,
I like this a lot.
Thank you, High West. This was worth the wait to finally drink
Definitely.
this. And I think I actually messaged High West on Instagram like a year ago. I was like, when is this coming out? And they're like, oh, just be patient. Like, we're working on it. Thank you.
This was they hit it out of the park with this one.
It's
This is
so
great.
It's so fucking good.
And like, I just want to double check, like, I in the wasps around Utah unfiltered. I don't think this is sourced.
It's not sourced. It says it's from Copper Pot Stills in the Wasatch Mountains, which is where the distillery is at in parts of Utah. So this is 100% their product at the distillery. If we're wrong, we'll correct ourselves.
If we're wrong, we'll do some extra, but
I think we're good. I think they would have to put it on the label. I feel like
the only thing that throws me off is it says bottled by High West. It doesn't say produced, but I don't know. Regardless, even if it's a blend like made for them, it's fucking good.
Yeah, I love this product. So, however, there is a bit of a price tag on it. You will probably find this between $90 and $100 on most shelves and online. However, pay the price.
Yeah, I think really it's worth the price. This is one of those rare. This is a rare occurrence where the bottle is just
worth the price.
It's every dollar that they charge. Well, I won't say every dollar. I mean, if you start finding this upwards of 100, like 150, 200, maybe then I'd back off a little.
But like 90 and 100, that's where you want to be with this bottle for sure.
That doesn't mean it's not worth that. It's just like me personally, like I don't like to I don't really spend that much on bottles. That's getting into like expensive territory. But for what it's worth right now, $80 to $100, $90 to $100,
we're gonna
grab it. It's worth grabbing it, even if it's not in your budget. Make it in your budget and just grab it.
Yeah, so ask your local liquor stores, see what's in inventory. Like they just dropped last month. It's March 1st, so it dropped last month. Mm-hmm. Go out and find yourself some High Country. Well worth the wait. I am so in love with this bottle. I think Mike has found a new love with this bottle.
Buying it next time at your store.
Yeah, next time at your store, you can grab it. So, but that's going to wrap it up for us. Everybody who's made it to this point, thank you so much for watching the entire episode. We really appreciate that. Mike puts a little blip in the front and the bottom right side of the screen, but if you would please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
Yep.
It means the world to us, and thank you for the support. So everyone stay safe, and cheers.
Cheers.